to this video. Thank you for coming. I want to thank all my subscribers, and I want to give my Father in heaven, my Creator, and my Redeemer all the honor, glory, and praise today. I'm grateful to my Creator. Anyway, I got a very interesting video. I believe it'll be, you'll want to stay to the end to see this one here out, because I'm, um, I'm, you know, I found out one thing. I was raised in a Christian church, brought up to believe I was a Gentile, but when I found out I was Hebrew, and things like that that was being hid from me on purpose, and a lot of other people too. I started. It took a while to deprogram my mind to get away from the some of the things of that being a Gentile. I was not a Gentile, but so I started learning that I had to have an open mind, because I was starting to see things that we wasn't taught in the Christian churches, that's been, and it's done on purpose, I believe. But anyway, I want to read this scripture right here, because I got something I think it's very interesting. And this is Revelation 13:1. And I stood upon the sand of the sea and saw a beast rise up out of the sea. Now, you just imagine you're in the Middle East, around that country over there. And it goes on and tells about having 7 heads and 10 crowns upon his heads with the name of blasphemy. Well, I've heard people say that the beast is coming from a sea of people. That means people, a whole bunch of people. And I guess it probably could, but I want to see what the original Greek said, what the original word was, and what its meaning was. So I'm going to click on the tools. This is Blue Letter Bible. And I'm going to go down here and see if I can understand exactly where this is coming, what this means, where it's from. And he stood on the sand of the sea. That really don't sound like a big group of people to me, that he stood upon the sand of the sea. Well, I'm going to see what sea means. So the word is, the Greek word that was originally used in the Bible was, I can't pronounce it, thassa, but I can go get its meaning right here, see what the real meaning was. Dalasa, or something is how it's pronounced, I guess. But anyway, we'll go down through here and see the meanings of it. The outline of biblical usage: the sea, used of the sea in general, usually specifically of the Mediterranean or the Red Sea. So I'm saying this beast is from where they were, where these people was over around the Middle East, on the sea somewhere over there, on the edge of the land. And there's a great ocean between them and the United States. There's a big sea from there to the United States. A lot of water. So I'm believing that's what this means, really, because they stood on the sand of the sea. And I've heard people say come from a group of people. Well, it does, but it was across the water. It was from where this guy come from, this beast, comes from, across the Great Sea. They're going to see this beast rise up. So anyway, I think that kind of gives you an idea of the United States. If you're standing over there and you're looking across the Great Sea, the next country there is United States of America. So I'm thinking that's where the beast is going to come from, somewhere in there across the water. All right, because the Bible tells it in general, and I could go on and do a little bit more study here and show you that it's talking about sea, not people. But let me go here first. I'm going to show you this guy right here. I found this in here to be very interesting. Joseph Robinette Biden, born November 20th, 1942. He was born in November 20th, 1942. So I want to go over here and see what he was born in Scranton, Pennsylvania. Let's see what Scranton means first, because this will give you an idea of these people. Scranton, surname, origin, and meaning. That's how it's really spelled: to tear, seize, or break. So named, perhaps from his warlike propensities. I don't know how to pronounce that. But anyway, That's what the name means where he was born. He was born in a town that meant to tear, seize, or break, so named perhaps from his warlike propensities, I guess. Well, that gives me a little bit of an idea, maybe. So I'm going to go over here to the gematria and look at his numbers, that it comes up. So let's see what 242 means, right? Quick. I'm not going to put a lot into these, a lot of time. I'm just going to kind of read a few of the Strong's 42 Hebrew. Simply means a living or dead being, man or beast or creature. All right. The next one was 108. It simply means a living or dead being, beast or creature. The firstborn. The vapor of the ground whence clouds are formed, so called from surrounding and covering the earth like a veil. I don't give you a whole lot, but there's a little bit. Now let's go to, I think it was 351 was the next number. Yeah, 351. See what his gematria values is there. That was 350, but I came from 351. I clicked on 351. I'll let y'all see it. That's the name. An examination, judicial examination, preliminary inquiry. A judicial examination. And distinct from, all right, I'm going to go a little further with that because that really don't give me a lot of information. So I'm going to click on, it's from the word origin from this word right here. And that's 350. To examine, to investigate, to inquire, investigate, or question. When you read on down here what the biblical outline, it is some more information about it. I'm just going to read here. It comes from the word Anna, that A-N-A, number 303. This is how you get to know what the Bible really says, using the right exact words that was put in, that was the Greek words or the Hebrew words. Judging, separating, up to its needing conclusion. Accordingly, it is often used in a forensic sense in the ancient world. It can even refer to examination by torture. And his last number was 126. Let's see what it symbolizes here. 126 represent the bad satanic influence whose man is often victim. This influence appearing not in the form of insanity, but well under the appearance of the deceitful and deformed divine truths. Now I'm starting to get a better picture of this guy right here now, that Joe Biden. Okay, let's go over and look at his birth charts and stuff, see if it tells us anything. Give us any further information. He was born, I'll show you the date, November 20th, 1942. This is, now Joe Biden's one of them. It's got half the sky, all the stars and stuff lined up on one side, kind of like some other ones I've showed you. That's what all these rulers, they look like this. They're kind of, they live about half the sky open. The sun, moon, is, God says there'll be sign in the sun, moon, and stars. And if y'all watch my channel very long, you'll see that there's patterns. This is making patterns on each one of these guys. And I need to because a regular person will go all the way across the sky, make several transits. It'll go, it'll cover that whole thing up there. Let's click on dominance. And this is shocking right here. Jupiter, that's the king star, 17 sun points, 1466. But I want to show y'all down here. Water, the dominant element, 1762.96. Friends, I've never come across one yet that was that high. This is unreal. This is unreal to me, being 62.9. Not even Prince William has that much. His is like 62. Those are the two guys so far that for their dominance is way above 50%. This kind of gives you an idea about if they're over 50%, they got special powers. So Biden is, I know they want to make him out to be a joke and all that, but I believe the guy's more devious than we can imagine. So, but here's another thing. He's the Scorpio signature. Scorpio shows signs of pain, judgment. You know, that's his signature. There's like three or four of them signatures. But let's go on a little further here. I'm gonna show you his on Stellarium. Well, I saved these so I wouldn't have to take so long. All right, the stars, according to this and the what I just showed you is kind of, this gives you an idea of, okay, this was the night Joe was born, or day. Jupiter was over here in between the resting place and Gemini, which I don't know what that really is telling me, but I know right here around between the scales of justice and Scorpio is the Sun, Venus, and Mercury. So that's huge right there. There's a conjunction going on right there. It ain't showing you the Mercury sign in there, but you see Venus and the Sun right at the claw of Scorpio and Libra, the scales of justice. Okay, so this guy looks to me like it's going to be a judge for justice, which is the Antichrist judge, not God's, but the Antichrist judgment. All right. Here's the other part of it. I just copied and saved these because that Stellarium won't stay open long enough. But anyway, here's what gets me right here. Satan is on the very forehead of Taurus, the bull. So Satan is right there on the Taurus, the bull. Taurus means strength, you know. I mean, it's. But here's what gets me. The moon is right. This is Cetus, the constellation Cetus. There's a moon right about where this brain, where the brain would be on this Cetus. So I'm gonna go see what Cetus means. You know. Get back to it here. Oh, I had it just up there. Let's see here. Well, let me just do this right quick. Okay, Cetus. Cetus is a constellation sometimes called the whale in English. The Cetus was a sea monster, which both Perseus and Hercules needed to slay. A sea monster, a beast. One of these said a beast. See if I can find which one it. Any huge sea creature or monster, like a beast. One of these I was looking at said sea beast. But anyway, when Biden, and look at his name. If you separate his name, it's Bid and E-N. Biden. It's pronounced Biden, but it's B-I-D, like bidding on an auction, bidding for your soul, and E-N. Now, I've researched a little bit about the Ten Commandments, what God wrote on them, and supposedly at the top of the name of God was up there. Our Creator was on the top of them Ten Commandments. He was supposed to wrote them in himself. His name was E-N and it's K-I, Enki. That's supposed to be God's true name. I ain't saying it's for sure his true name or not, but that's what I get at the end of the Biden's name is B-I-D, Bid, E-N. Bidding, like an auction and like that kind of a way, the kind of way I think about it sometimes, you know. But so God's true name may not be Enki, but I've seen some evidence that says that's what was really wrote on the tablets of the Ten Commandments. But what now I'm saying is he had 62% dominance I think, or 69% dominance. And that kind of gives you an idea of his power. To me, that gives me an idea. When I've seen this right here, I'm trying to keep an open mind about who the Antichrist is, who the beast is. I'm trying to keep an open mind about it, really, because God says there's going to be a great deception, that even the very elect could be deceived. So when I found this, and then I seen Prince Williams is the second highest that I found over Trump, Obama, over all of them. Because Trump may be the false Elijah preparing the way. I've said that in my videos. I was thinking he was the Antichrist, but now I'm seeing things a little bit different through the research that I've done, that I'm doing it, there's something more getting more scary to me. It don't scare me, but for God's people is Joe Biden. There's a great deception going on, and I want every piece of information I can get, to warn God's people. All I'm saying is that today is 666. It's 66222. If you add those last four numbers together, it's 6. So today something big is supposed to happen. And today I'm going to do another video here in a little bit that for this date, because I've got some work to do, friends. I'm asking everybody out there that prays to pray for me. I got some very serious work to do, and I thank y'all for coming to my videos, and I ask you to share my videos. And you can, people needs to probably speed mine up to like 1.25, because most of the time I talk slow, and it would be, faster on your end to speed it up. But thank y'all for coming to my video. I'm so grateful to y'all.